Hi, BCC students. I know all of you have missed seeing the world's cutest kids. Here they are, Bobby and Chloe, growing up. But the main reason why I am doing this video today is to show you about a new tool that the county has purchased for both students and teachers called Kami that will allow you to edit PDFs. So if your teachers have ever given you a PDF during this coronation and you needed to edit it, basically your only options were to have a printer, get a paper copy, fill out your answers, take that paper, hold it up sideways to your Chromebook, take a picture, and then submit that picture. And it's hard to read. The teacher has to flip around. It's annoying for everybody. Now, Kami is going to let you edit it. It's also going to allow your teachers to edit it and even make it more interactive. But the purpose of this video is to show you how you as a student might use it and how you might use it differently in a math class or a world languages class or an English class. So let's first make sure that you have Kami. If you look at my screen, you'll see up on my Chrome browser, this is Kami here. If you don't have it yet, you can get it, and the county has already paid for it for you. So if you just go to the Chrome, Chrome Web Store, that's where I want to go. And I'm going to go to the Chrome Web Store, and it's Kami. And when you search for it, it will pop up. And notice mine says rate it, and that's because mine is already there. Yours might say add to Chrome, so you would click add to Chrome, and then it will pop up and you can use Kami. So that's first, make sure that you have the extension. The second thing is actually having a PDF that you would need to edit. So the most basic way would be for your teachers to post a PDF either in Google Classroom or My MCPS Classroom. It'll work the same way. So let me show you one of the problems you might run into using Kami for the first time. And your teachers might experience this too. So if they're watching this, hopefully they will figure out the solution for it. But I'm going to show it to everybody right here. So when I click on this PDF, it comes up with Open with Kami as an option. Now, sometimes it will come up with Open with Text Help PDF Viewer, and you don't even see this Open with Kami option. If that happens to you, whether you're a student or a teacher, what you would do is come up. That means that you have this Chrome extension installed on it, and then you would right-click on it. I, of course, left-click because I like to do bad modeling. So I have to hold down the Alt button and then right-click on it. And now I go to Options. And probably what had happened if it opened up in the Text Help extension is that you have this checked. So if you uncheck it and then exit out, and then if you reload the document, it would actually bring up. But notice mine is here, so I'm just going to click Open with Kami. So notice the first thing I'm going to do is show you a world language option and some of the things that you can do within Kami on a PDF in world languages. So there's a few things that you can do on this PDF now. One thing that you would be able to do is insert a text box. And so you could actually click on text box here, and this would be the size of your font. This would be the color of your font if you want red to make it stand out. Now when I click on here, I can say hablo español muy bien. If you have your keyboard set up to do other language characters like the Enye over here, obviously you would want to click that properly. But notice now I can go and I can just type my answers right here. Now, to show you some of the power of Cami. There are other options that you can do, especially for when you are in a world languages class. And so one thing that you can do is that you can actually record your own voice. So let's say you wanted to record something here. And the way that you would do that is under the comment for it. So I highlighted something where I'd want the comment to be. So it would be this one here. So now I click on comment. And now notice what my options are. I can do a text comment that would appear out here in the margins, and I would type it. Or I can do a voice comment. So now when I click on voice, it's going to come up over here. And let me move my screen capture out of the way. But notice it's actually recording my voice right now. So I would be able to say something like, hablo español muy bien, ¿y tú? Then I would click on this. And now you would actually be able to turn this in with voice comments all over this PDF worksheet. This just happens to be one of them. So this is where I highlighted it to show up. And now I would play. Now, notice what my options are. I can do a text comment that would appear out here in the margins, and I would type it. So notice as soon as I click on that, it starts recording and it is going to record my voice. And so when I clicked on that, it was about 20 seconds in before I even started speaking my master Espanol for it. Now, another option that you can do is you can do a video comment. So if your teacher wants to prove that it's you actually speaking, then they can ask you to do a video comment. So you would do the exact same thing. You would come to a part that you would want to have a comment. So notice this is now recording because I wasn't smart enough to turn this off. So let's come back to here. And now I'm just going to delete this errant comment there. But now I can highlight the whole thing. Now See, your teachers make mistakes all the time. I'm sure you were aware of that though. So now I click on the video comment, and now I actually would highlight the thing. And so now it is actually recording me. So I'm double recording myself. This is with Screencastify. This is with Cami right now. I can pause it and I can start recording again and it will pick up. And now when I hit done, it is now embedded here and I can actually watch it. So now it is actually recording me. So I'm double recording myself. This is with Screencastify. This is with Cami right now. I can pause it again, and it will pick up. All right. So if your teacher wants you to practice your speaking or to prove that it's you, they can ask you to do a video comment as well. Screen capture is going to record your screen. So if you need to do a solution, or maybe you're having a problem with something and you want to show it to your teacher, you could actually use the screen recorder as well. So that is how a world languages student would actually use it. So now let's look at it from a math perspective. And what I'm going to do is show you what would happen if your teacher gives you a link to a PDF that's out there on the web and you want to be able to edit yourself. So here is a math worksheet that's saved as a PDF, and I did not get this through my MCPS Classroom or Google Classroom. My teacher may have linked to it, and I don't want to print this out and handwrite all of it, but I want to use Cami anyway. So what you would do is you would click on the download option, and you're going to download it to your Google Drive somewhere. So I've got a Screencastify video. I've got a Cami folder here. I'm going to click order of operations. And so now I've saved a copy of this PDF, and now I'm going to be able to use Kami. And the way that I would do that is actually come up to my Kami extension right here and click on it. And so now it's launching Kami. And so now it's giving me all these different options where I want to get it, and I'm going to get it from Google Drive. And now you're going to obviously select from your Google Drive where it was. So mine was in Screencastify, but I can always do a keyword search here. And here's the order of operations. So there it is. I'm going to bring it up, and it's going to load in Kami. You would still be able to do all the commenting features. You can do a text comment, you can do a voice comment or whatever, but you can actually do other solutions. Let's say you are confused about how you would actually try to type your response for a math equation. Well, one thing that you can do obviously is just draw. And so this is a very thin marker. You can make it whatever color that you want it to be. And then you can do something like 3 times 6 plus, you get the point. You can actually draw it here. And then you would be able to, that's a little annoying. Know that you also have an equation editor. So underneath here, you have all of your different equations, and you can insert your symbols. So you could always do that. Now, if it's something simple like this, I think a text box would actually be the easiest thing to do. So I can do 3x 6 plus 3x, or times, obviously 7, equals, and then I can do enter, and then that is 18 plus 21 equals, and then I would have my equals 39. And then I can move this wherever I want. So I can bring it kind of up to here, and then you would be able to set. So you can always type, you can use an equation editor, you can draw. The last thing I want to point out to you is that you can also put in images. So you can either have images that are on your computer, images on Google Drive or whatever, and all of this actually is going to be embedded within it. So if you have videos, if you have whatever, let's say we all have the same thing on our minds right now. We're all thinking about Penn State, right? All right. So here is Old Main for you Penn State lovers. You can click a picture and you can drop it wherever you want it to be. You can resize it by grabbing the corner and putting it wherever you want to. So you can make this interactive in all kinds of different ways as well. So that's how you'd use Kami. The very last thing that you want to make sure that you're aware of is that it does save regularly, but it doesn't save every single second. So let me move my video out of the way here. So if I click on save right here, notice that it's putting it into a Kami folder, and then it says there are 7 unsaved changes. Can you imagine if I did all of this work and I exit out and I just hope that was there? It is saving regularly, but it's not saving it all the time. So first, make sure that it's on your Google Drive, that it's in the place on Google Drive where you want it to be. So I do want it to be in Kami. So now I'm going to click Save Now. And so now all my things are saved. And now if I go into Google Drive, it's going to be there. Now remember, mine was actually in a folder called Screencastify, and then inside of Kami, because that's where I actually put it. You can put it in any folder. Just remember where that happened to be for it. It might come up in your quick access or your recent file, but you can always remember where it went. So here it is right now. Here's my order of operations thing. And right now, it looks like it's blank. You know why? Because I have 2 copies of it. So that's why you can't just do that for it. But if you notice right here, This is the one that we did before, but I can always go looking for Cami because that's where I put it. So I'm going to keyword search for Cami. Come on, Google Drive. Being slow. All right. Go inside of here, inside my folder. And now I want to look for the one that I last modified of order of operations. And here are my changes right here. So this is now a file. It saved my changes, and I can actually submit this to my teacher, and they'll be able to see all of this as well. Same thing with my world languages. Whatever I typed here, plus it would actually have these. Right now, they are showing up as links, but if my teacher actually clicks on Open with Cami, the videos will actually be embedded right here. Otherwise, they're just a link, but your video or your voice edits would actually still load for them for it. So that's how you use Cami. I hope you find this useful to use with your teachers, and you can always email with questions. All right, take care, BCC. Stay safe.